10 years after lawmakers directed state officials to screen all newborns for a deadly disease, the Illinois Department of Public Health says it is poised to begin testing babies, making it possible for doctors to intervene with a life-saving treatment. In a letter to hospitals, Public Health Director Nirav Shah says that, beginning December 11, all newborn blood samples will be tested by a state lab for Krabbe disease, a devastating neurological illness that can be treated only if caught in the first days of life. The tests will be performed with the few drops of blood routinely collected from each newborn's heel before the baby is sent home from the hospital. Doomed by delay, a Chicago Tribune special report published in October exposed a decade of public health's missteps that robbed parents of the chance to save their children from Krabbe. After that story appeared, Gov. Bruce Rauner vowed to get this testing done by year's end. Drive Barbara Burton, a Lurie Children's Hospital geneticist who has prodded the state to screen newborns for Krabbe for more than a decade, said she was weary from the whole 10-year journey but thrilled the testing was about to begin. Time and again, Burton has had to break the news to parents that their babies were dying of Krabbe and there was nothing that could be done to stop that. "I am glad you did the story that brought the whole issue to light," she told the Tribune. "It took 10 years to get here, but I'll be happy to see it happening and hope it goes smoothly." Babies with Krabbe appear healthy at birth but, due to a genetic mutation, lack an enzyme that sustains the protective coating around nerve fibers. Without it, the nerves can't communicate, and the children become paralyzed, deaf and blind. Eventually they are unable to communicate anything but the sensation of extreme pain and lose the ability to breathe. Most die before the age of 2. When these babies are identified through newborn screening, however, doctors can intervene with a transplant of stem cells derived from donated umbilical cord blood. The transplants can extend life and reduce suffering, but only if they are performed before the nerve damage begins. Speaking publicly for the first time about his department's decade-long failure to begin screening babies for a deadly disease, Illinois Public Health Director Nirav Shah told state lawmakers on Wednesday, "It's unacceptable and shameful that it's taken this long. With parents of dead or dying." Speaking publicly for the first time about his department's decade-long failure to begin screening babies for a deadly disease, Illinois Public Health Director Nirav Shah told state lawmakers on Wednesday, "It's unacceptable and shameful that it's taken this long. With parents of dead or dying." The Tribune found at least 5 babies were born with Krabbe in Illinois after the state lab was supposed to begin screening. None was able to receive a transplant because their conditions weren't caught until the nerve damage was already underway. 3 of them have died. Among those still living is Keenan Spencer Witzak, a 6-year-old South Shore boy whose condition would have been identified at birth had the 2007 screening law been implemented on time.